Okay, great. All right, well, it's good to see you all. Happy Thursday. Equipment you're gonna need today is the usual: two pencils, two cooking utensils. Your thumbs also work, and then your letter ball or a ball-shaped object of some sort. Remember, preferably something for your that's interesting for your eyes to look at. So if it's got a pattern on it or something like that. And then, as always, a few reminders for this class, because we do visual and vestibular work in this class, moving the head and the eyes around. Just be sure to move at your own pace. Do what feels right, do what feels good. If or when you start to feel tired eyes, blurry eyes, um, maybe even a little nauseous or dizzy, feel free to take a break, close your eyes, grab some water. Remember, all of those things are okay, but it means that you've met your edge, and we don't want to go too far past that edge. So just taking a break if you experience any of those. All right, let's get started here. Tilt this down a little bit more. Okay. Great. All right. So let's just start with a little bit of a shake. Just kind of shaking the arms from the shoulders to the wrists. If you're standing, feel free to do this with your legs. You can even bounce around a little bit. Let your breath go. Maybe just do a few quick open and closes with your arms. Open, close, open, close. Yeah, just getting into your body a little bit more. Okay. All right, we'll still the body. We'll close the eyes. And we'll just start by coming into your breath. And just noticing, just observing at first where that breath is going. Maybe how big of a breath you're taking. And then also just noticing the rate of your breath. Does it feel fast to you? Does it feel slow to you? Are you able to breathe just through your nose? And on your next exhale, see if you can make that exhale just a few seconds longer than your inhale. So I'll let you do the counting, but just elongating that exhale. And just doing that for a few breaths. A normal inhale, a long exhale. Normal inhale, long exhale. Just do that one more time. Good. And then we're just going to drop into the planes of the body. So I just want you to notice the front of your body right now compared to the back of the body. So maybe just noticing how your chest feels, how your face feels, your belly, the tops of your legs. And then how does the back of your body feel? The back of your head, your upper and lower back. Can you sense how the back of your legs feel? And then I want you to drop in the left side of the body compared to the right side of the body. Does one side feel more alive for you? Is one side maybe giving you a little bit of discomfort this morning? Does one side feel warm to you? So just noticing that left and right comparison. And then lastly, just slicing our body in half and just noticing how the upper half of your body feels comparatively to the bottom half of your body. How are the sensations different? How is your awareness right now different in those two halves? Have you set your intention for class today? We'll take one more inhale, one more exhale, and we'll open the eyes. All right. We're just going to take the hands and we're just going to start, and I'm very gently just rubbing my low back. So I'm just kind of rubbing from the inside to the outside. You could do little circular movements, but just giving the low back a rub. And if the low back is hard for you to reach, then you can rub the sides of your torso. And as you're rubbing the low back, you're just noticing, does one side feel more toned, more muscular than the other side? How is my sensation comparatively from left to right? And then I want you to do that, bringing your hands around to the front and just giving the belly, and I'm just rubbing up and down on my stomach right now. And I'm just doing the same thing. Like, is there a difference from the left to the right? Is there a difference in temperature and sensation? Yeah, no wrong way to do this. Just bringing awareness to these areas. And then coming to your chest and just doing the same thing, finding, instead of the tapping, just finding more of a rub. I want to hit my mic here, more of a rub under the collarbones. Maybe even tracing the outline of the collarbones. Okay, good. And then we're just going to bring that down the body. And I'm just rubbing the tops of the thighs, the outsides and the insides of the thighs. And if you're standing, you can do the backs of the thighs. And then if you can, if you're able to reach, just bringing that all the way down your leg. And just keeping this on the slower side today. You know, normally we're tapping through this and we're moving fairly quickly, but it's nice to slow this part down and really just to feel and to notice the sensations that come up for you as you touch all of these joints, all of these muscles, all of the bones and the soft tissue. If you're able to go out through your feet and through your toes, you can give the toes a rub. And then we'll do the same thing with the arms. So just nice and slow, maybe starting from your shoulders. Like almost as if you were trying to put lotion down your arm. Moving slowly. Really just taking note of the quality of your tissues, of how it's feeling in there. Touching your elbow, your wrist, and your hand. Whenever I work with somebody new for the first time, and even at the beginning of a session, if I haven't seen someone in a while, I'm always just I'm basically doing what we're doing right now. I'm almost doing like a rub down or a pat down. I'm introducing my body to the other person's body, but I'm also just noticing the quality of their soft tissue. Is it supple? Does it feel dehydrated or sticky? When I grab it, does it move with my hand or does it fight my hand? I'm comparing the two sides of the body. I'm noticing the temperature of their skin, the color their skin turns as I press into it. Because these are all good notes to take, and this might vary for you day to day or week to week or month to month. And it's just good information, it's good sensory input to just reintroduce yourself to your body over and over again because it changes. It can change more often than we think. Okay, good. Let's bring hands to the head. We'll give ourselves a nice head scratch using knuckles, fingernails, whatever you've got. Making sure you get all the way through your hairline. Okay, good. Then we're gonna uh, I like to bring my pointer finger knuckles just to the inside part of my eyebrows. And you're just gonna press and hold. You can use your thumbs too if that's more comfortable. And you're just gonna, this is so gentle. This is a very gentle movement. We've got um, 2 acupressure points here. So we're just gonna hold for a moment. Go ahead and take an inhale and an exhale. And then we're just gently gonna bring that into a bit of an eyebrow massage. So moving my knuckles from the inside of my eyebrows to the outside. We've got our, for those of you that maybe watched my workshop last night, we've got our back line, our back um, posterior chain, that whole meridian of fascia back there, that actually starts at the eyebrows and it goes up and over the head and all the way down the back of the body. So this is actually where your back line starts, is right at the top of your eyebrows. Okay, and then we're just gonna bring fingertips lightly, very lightly under the eyes, and you're just finding a little bit of tapping. I'm barely touching my eyes. Again, we have some acupressure points under here, and then you can just work that down the jaw, around the cheek. Notice the parts of your face that want more gentle contact, and then notice the parts of your face that can maybe take a little bit more pressure. Yeah, we can work that all the way down into the chin, into the upper lip. This is another way to calm the nervous system. We have a couple of nerves, one main one that innervates this area, innervates the sensation for this area, and that area loves to be touched. And then we're going to bring that tapping up over the top of your head and then going back down behind your head. We're just going to trace that back line as far as you can, tapping down the neck, back up the neck, up over the head, and then finishing at the eyebrows. And just do that a couple more times. Forehead, top, back of the head, down the neck, up the neck, and back up and over. Let's just do that one more time. Down the neck, up the neck, and then finishing at the eyebrows. Good. We'll go ahead and shake the hands out. Okay, and then we'll take the hands, we'll rub them together. Okay, if you're able to interlace the fingers, we're going to interlace the fingers. Otherwise, you can either just keep the fingers or the knuckles pressing together. We're just going to do a little bit of elbow and wrist mobilization here. So you're going to bring that right into a wave. And I really want you to emphasize this wave all the way from wrist to elbow to other side of the elbow. I should say elbow, wrist, wrist, elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, elbow. And then switch directions. So now lifting, starting that wave from the other elbow. Yeah, just exaggerating that. Okay, good. And then you're going to bring the hands in front of you like you're giving me the stop sign signal. So trying to pull the hands up. For those of you that are able to spread the fingers wide, I want you to spread the fingers wide and try to pull the wrist back as far as you can. And then make a fist and point the fist down. Spread the fingers wide, pull up, fist to point down. And make sure your shoulders are unshrugged here. Fingers wide, up and spread, fist to point down, up and down. I was going to throw in a little bit of coordination here. So let's do alternating. So one hand up and the other down, and then just going back and forth. And then seeing if you can do that a little bit quicker. Okay, I'm just going to layer on one more time with coordination here. The hand that is in a fist, I want you to pull that hand in towards your chest. And the hand that's giving me a stop sign signal is away. And then when you switch, I want you to switch arms. So now the other hand is away, the other hand is in, and switch. Yeah. Wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow. That's it. So you're kind of coming more into almost like a running arms. And then let your ribs start to move with you. Coming more into that rotation. Reaching that arm forward. Good. Couple more. And then relax. Shake the wrists out again. Great. Okay, let's take the hands up to the sky. We can interlace the fingers if you're able to. Taking a roll straight down the center. Pausing at the bottom. Just take one breath here. Inhale. And then on your exhale, rolling yourself up and stacking tall again. Good. You're going to rotate slightly to the left. Take another dive forward. Same thing, take an inhale at the bottom and exhale to roll up. Stacking tall, rotating slightly to the right, diving over. Taking an inhale at the bottom and exhale to roll up. Okay, good. We're going to bring the arms out to a T, and we're going to do a move called saw here. I think we did this one a couple weeks ago. Okay, so arms are going to stand to a T. I want you to rotate to the left. You're either going to tap your right hand to your left knee, or if you're able to, you're going to tap your ankle on that side. Okay. The back hand, I want your palm facing up towards the sky. So we're really coming into this full twist. And then you're going to come back to the center, reset, arms around to a T. Yeah, and we're going to switch. Rotating to the right, hand taps either the opposite knee or the opposite ankle as the palm behind you is still facing up towards the sky. And then back to the center. Yep, that's it. So you're going to rotate, reach, and tap, and then back to the center. Rotate, reach, and tap, and back to the center. The elbows stay straight the whole time. And for those of you standing, you're doing the exact same thing, but you're coming more into a hip hinge position. So keep your knees more or less straight, and you're just going to be hinging from the hips. Twist and reach, and then back to the center. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice, everybody. Okay. Can we find an inhale to twist and reach and an exhale to center? Inhale, twist and reach. Exhale to center. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring the arms up and over. We'll interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head. You can also have the arms crossed in front of the chest. We'll come into a side bend to the left. And then we're just going to take that and we're going to roll right through the center. I want your elbows to close around your head here, like your elbows are giving your head a gentle hug. Coming up into a side bend on the other side, open the elbows, and then stacking tall. Yeah. So side bend, rolling forward, elbows squeeze to the head, side bend, and stack tall. Side bend, roll through the center, elbow squeeze, side bend, and stacking tall. Yep, side bend, rolling through, side bend, stacking tall. Let's do 2 more. Side bend, roll through, side bend, and stack. Last one. Side bend, roll, side bend, and stack. We'll bring the arms all the way down, interlacing the fingers behind your back or just reaching behind you and just finding a bit of traction there and opening the chest. Good. And we'll shake the hands out again. Awesome. Okay, let's come right into playing letter ball. And then we'll get a little bit more specific with some of this stuff. So go ahead. Oh, I gotta plug my computer in. Go ahead and grab your letter ball. Okay, there we go. Grab your letter ball. If you've played with me before, and I think all of you have, go ahead and go right into playing letter ball, either moving or throwing it around you. Yeah, I'm just gonna explain if we've got any new folks on here. Okay, so holding that ball, you're gonna move the ball away from your body at any angle around your body that you'd like. Look at the ball, say the first letter number you see, and then pull it back in. Pull the ball away at a different angle around your body, say the first letter number you see, pull it back in. And you're just gonna continue to do that all around your body at every angle you can reach, down, above you, behind you. Making sure your eyes target to a specific point on the ball. Remember, for folks that are blind or visually impaired, I just want you to think about pointing your nose directly at the ball. So you're still getting some neck and body and torso rotation as you move the ball around you. If you're able to play catch with yourself, you can play catch with yourself. Remember, as I've been saying this past month or so, the more unpredictable you can make it. So if you want to bounce it against a wall or against a floor, oops, or if you want to play with your less dominant hand, the more challenging this is going to be for the visual system and therefore for the rest of your body and for your hand-eye coordination, which has to do with your visual system. Let's maybe do 5 or so more throws, and then I'm going to make it a little bit harder. Oops, for those of you that want it. Okay. So what I want you to do now, we've been doing this the past couple of weeks. If you're able to close one of your eyes just by using your eyelid, I'm going to have you close one of your eyes, and I want you to do the same thing. You're just playing letter ball, you're just doing it with one eye, which makes a huge difference. This will get significantly harder for you. If you're unable to close the eye, you can use your other hand to cover that eye. But if you cover that eye, don't touch that eye. I don't want you completely cupping. I just want you lightly covering the palm in front of the eye. Okay, so we don't want to cup the eye. We don't want to create darkness because it just creates a couple of other challenges there. So just throwing the hand over that eye. And we're just going to notice which I see some people losing the ball. Which eye is getting hard? Which eye is harder for you? If you were throwing it and now you need to move it instead of throwing it, that's totally fine. Throwing the ball and catching the ball with one eye can be really quite a challenge. Do a few more with that eye, and then I'm going to have you switch. Okay. So go ahead and switch. Open that eye. Just let the eyes recalibrate for a sec. Close the other eye. And then same thing. My downstairs neighbor's not going to be happy. Yeah. Remember to catch that ball all around you. Get your arms up, get your arms to the side, get your arms down. Let's maybe do 5 or so more throws with that eye closed. Okay. When you've done those 5, go ahead and relax. You can set the ball down. Let's do a little bit of spinal mobilization here. Okay, so bringing your hands to just under your rib cage, so your high waist area. Okay, and we're just gonna do, let me zoom into the camera again. We're just gonna do a few shoulder circle rolls. So when the hands are this high, it's easy for the shoulders to roll forward. So I just want you to do a few full shoulder circles, letting the shoulders roll forward, shrugging up, pulling around. What's kind of nice about having the hands in this position is as you pull the shoulders back and around, where your thumb is in the back side of your high waist, you might feel some engagement from your lat muscle, which is that big armpit muscle that comes down and around the body. If you feel engagement there, awesome. If you don't feel engagement there, don't worry about it. Just finding a few rolls. This one always reminds me, I don't know if any of you watch those bodybuilding competitions. I used to have a couple friends that did that. And there's one pose they do where they they put their hands high on their waist like this, and they actually, this is to show off their lats, and they do this big movement and they're flexing their lats. It just is a good position to get that lat engagement. So just imagine that you're that bodybuilder on stage right now, and everyone behind you is cheering you on. Okay, go ahead and relax. Go and relax. Okay, so you're gonna keep the shoulders somewhat down and back. The people behind you are still cheering you on. Okay, and then you're just gonna bring that into a rib translation. The people in the bodybuilding world don't do the rib translation, so this is really an extra plus here. If you were on stage right now, you'd be getting a standing ovation. Okay, and then you're going to keep that, and then let's just find that hula hoop of the ribs moving around the pelvis. And then we'll switch directions. Noticing what corners are sticky for you today with that hula hoop movement. Okay, and then coming back to the center. Good. Go ahead and shake the hands out. I'm gonna have you grab one of your pencils. For those of you with glasses, go ahead and slip your glasses off if you're able to still see the pencil clearly. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at the chat box. Okay, we're gonna do some pencil push-ups, but we're gonna add a hum. We're just adding the hum again to help calm the nervous system again. So we're gonna do holds for this one. You're gonna do a pencil push-up, pulling the tip of the pencil in towards your eyes. You're gonna hold for 5 seconds, and then you're gonna pull it away from you. You're gonna pull the pencil in towards your nose. You're gonna hold for 5 seconds, and then you're slowly gonna pull away from you. You're gonna stop that pencil as close into your nose, your eyes, where you still only see one pencil. Remember, it's okay if the pencil is blurry. In fact, it should be blurry the closer it gets, but I don't want you to see two pencils. So, and you're just gonna keep a hum the whole time. So, and you would just keep that hum going as long as you can, holding for 5 seconds between the eyes, holding for 5 seconds at the nose. Maybe do about 20 or so. For folks that are blind or visually impaired, you can hold the pencil out in front of you if that proprioception gives you a good target for your head neck movements. Otherwise, you don't need to hold the pencil out, and you're just going to be doing a yes nod. Do about 20 of those up down, and then a no, shake 20 of those side to side. Yeah, and just a reminder here, if you're doing the pencil push-ups, don't pull the I often find people pull the pencil away from your face kind of quickly, and that's actually sometimes where your eyes lose focus. They, instead of converging on the pencil, they're off having a party. So just being mindful that sometimes you're pulling it in, you're focused, you're holding, you hold for 5 seconds, but as you pull it away, all of a sudden you see two pencils. Yeah, if that's happening for you, you're just like losing your focus just a tiny bit, which is okay because you've just done a 5-second hold and your eyes are slightly fatigued. So really put your attention, your focus on keeping that focus on the pencil as you pull it away, because it's kind of easy to zone out as the pencil is pulling away from you. And or if that's happening, your eyes just might be too fatigued. Slash, if you're going through these 20 repetitions and you find that you just start to see two pencils more, take a break, because that means your eyes are definitely fatigued. Okay, I think most folks are done. Go ahead and relax. We'll set the pencil down just for a moment here. Okay, we're gonna bring the hands back out into a T, and we're gonna find some rotations with taps behind your body. So I want you to rotate. Rotate to the left here, and you're gonna take your left hand and tap it as far behind your body as you can. So I'm tapping the back side of my seat. Yeah, for those of you in a chair, the chair might get in your way, but you're just trying to tap however far behind you as you can, and then come back out into a T and switch sides. Rotate what's the farthest thing down and behind you that you can tap, and then out into a T. Yep. Rotate, tap, and out into a T. Tap and T. Okay, can we start to bring the eyes with you more? So can you bring your eyes and your head and neck with you? Can you even see what you're tapping? So you're kind of looking down. It's okay if you can't see exactly where you're tapping. For my standing athletes there, you can even have your back up against a wall if that's helpful. Let's do just a couple more there. And last one. Good. And back to the center, and then shake the arms out. Okay, good. We're going to find a slow, heavy roll down, tucking your chin into your chest, rolling down as low as you can. Taking an inhale at the bottom, and then peeling yourself back up. Okay, we're going to take that left shoulder. We'll just find some of that nerve glides here. So just doing a few shoulder circle rolls just on that left shoulder. Okay, then we're going to pull that shoulder down and back, really active here. Okay, so left shoulder down and back. Tilt your head to the right. Yeah, let your jaw slack off to the right. And then find that small yes nod. Small yes nod. Your nose should still be facing forward-ish. There you go, Doreen. Yeah, that's better. Good, and then release that. Shrug the shoulders up and down a few times. Let's do that side one more time. Sorry, I'm getting my left and my rights confused today. Left shoulder down and back. Tilt your head to the right. Let your jaw go off. Small yes nod. And then release and a few shoulder shrugs. Okay, same thing on the right side. Shrug that right shoulder up and down, and then hold it down, keep it down. Tilt your head to the left. Let the jaw go slack to the left. Small yes nod. And release. Couple shoulder shrugs up and down. And then same thing. Shoulder down and back, really active. Tilt the head. Jaw off to the left. Small yes nod. Good. And then release and a couple shoulder shrugs. Yeah. Let's just find a few overhead arm raises here. So doing a double arm backstroke, lifting the arms up and around back behind you. Inhale up and exhale around. Just noticing how that's feeling for you right now. Two more. And last one. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to have you grab, let's see, go ahead and grab both pencils. Or you know what, sorry, let's do one. We'll give, yeah, I won't make you hold the other arm out. Let's do one. Okay. So similar to what we were doing last week, but I'm just going to layer on one more time to what we were doing last week. But we're going to start with what we were doing last week. Okay, so pencil is going to be out in front of you. We'll all do this one together.
Eyeglasses off.
Oh, good question. Yes. Yeah. If you are unable to take glasses off, you can leave them on, or if the pencil's blurry. Okay, so holding the pencil out in front of you, keep your head steady. First, pull the pencil as far to your left as you can, where you can still keep your eye on that pencil. Just notice that range of motion. Okay, so how far can you really take that pencil? Then I want you to continue to rotate as far as you can to the left. I want you to look at the tip of the pencil to the wall or something behind you. Go back and forth 5 times. Near, far, near, far, near, far. And then back to the center. Okay. First, the pencil goes, the head stays steady. You're going to hold this just for about 4 or 5 seconds.
Does it matter which hand the pencil is in?
Yeah, so let's see. We're rotating to our left, so have it in your left hand. Yeah. And then rotating to the left. Near, far, near, far, near, far. 5 times back and forth. And then slowly come back to the center. Okay, I'm gonna
Does that
do
mean that both eyes should be able to see it when we're back there?
Yeah, actually that's a really good question, because you might be actually going quite a bit further than I am. No. Yeah, so it's okay if the pencil is so far to the side where one of your eyes really can only see it. That's totally fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you're still working on that near, far, near, far. You're just doing it on that one eye, and that's totally fine. Okay, and then back to the center. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure where everyone's at. You're doing the same thing, but add the tongue now. Tongue presses into the left side of your cheek. First, the pencil moves. The tongue should still be pressing in. Then the whole body turns and rotates. The tongue is still pressing in. Near, far, near, far, near, far, near, far. And then coming back to the center. For folks, for my standing athletes, you can do this standing. You can do this staggered with one foot in front of the other if you want a balance challenge. Okay. Do 2 more like that. And then I'm gonna slightly change it. Yeah,
Keep
just
it on
move.
the same side?
Same side. Yeah, yeah, same side. Turning and rotating. Near, far, near, far, near, far, 5 times. Back to the center. When you've done that last one, just go ahead and relax so I know that you're done. Okay. So now I want you, and for folks that are blind or visually impaired, I'm just going to do something slightly different. So stay with me for a sec. So now I want you to turn and rotate with the pencil. I want you to stay rotated, keep your eyes on the pencil, and start to move the pencil back to the center. So now the pencil is actually quite far to the right, but my head and my body are pointing towards the left. Okay, this is going to feel very counterintuitive. And then come all the way back to the center. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Everything rotates to the left. Keep your head and body rotated, but move the pencil and your eyes back to the right. And hold. And then all the way back to the center. Yeah, I'm just going to watch people. Let's do a couple more. Turn and rotate to the left. Move just the pencil and your eyes back to the right.
So that you can see with both eyes or one eye?
One eye is still okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, there we go. So your head and your eyes are in opposition. There we go, everybody. Nice. And then back to the center. Yeah, do one more like that. Everything rotates to the left. Just the pencil and the eyes move back to the right. And then everything back to the center. Yes. Okay. Nice work, everybody. Again, that just it tests a couple of other reflexes in there. With now your head is going one way and your eyes are going the other way. So it's just it adds a bit of a challenge. Okay, let's do this on the other side. So pencil in front of you. Move just the pencil at first. So pencil is in the right hand now. The pencil moves to the right. Now everything moves and rotates to the right. Near, far, near, far, near, far 5 times. And back to the center. Let's go right into adding the tongue. Tongue presses into the right side of the cheek. Turn and rotate. Oh, sorry, I forgot just the eyes. Yeah, do just the eyes at first. Hold. Whole body rotates. Hold. near, far 5 times. Yep, and then back to the center. Just the pencil, hold. Everything rotates, hold, near, far 5 times. And back to the center. One more like this. Just the pencil moves, hold. Whole body rotates. Near, far 5 times. And then back to the center. We're gonna do that opposition now. Oof, my eyes. Okay, you're doing great. Just a few more like this. Everything opens and rotates. Move the pencil back to the left and the eyes back to the left. Hold. And then everything back to the center. Everything rotates. Everything rotates to the right. Just the pencil and the eyes move back to the left. And then back to the center. Yeah, a couple more like that. Everything opens and rotates. And then just the pencil and the eyes move back the other way. There we go. Nice, everybody. That's great. Keep your eyes on that pencil and then back to the center. One more like that. Everything opens and rotates. This is your last one. Just the pencil and the eyes move back the other way. There we go. There we go. And then back to the center. Wow, some of you have really great peripheral vision. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, go ahead and set the pencil down, relax. Okay, let's take one more roll down here. So we'll bring hands up overhead. Take an articulating roll down to the floor. Just pause here. We'll take a few breaths at the bottom. And then on your next exhale, roll yourself up. And opening the arms up. Okay, good. Let's just find a few head rolls coming around the neck. Nice and easy and slow. And switching direction. Good. And then we'll come back to the center. Let's take our fingertips to that area just under our collarbones and find that gentle tapping. Okay, good, good. Find a shake of the arms. And I want you just to make a sound here. Let your breath go. Ooh, you could stick your tongue out. Any sound you want to make, just let it go. Okay. We'll come back to a still point here. We'll close the eyes. Just finding the breath again. Seeing if you can find that belly breath. And then just noticing how your breath feels compared to the beginning of class. How quick or slow is it? Where is that breath coming into? And then just noticing that left side of your body versus the right side, the sensations, the awareness. Noticing the top half of your body compared to the bottom half, sensations and awareness. And then noticing the front part of your body compared to the back part, sensations and awareness. Go ahead and think of one thing you're grateful for today. We'll take one more inhale, one more exhale, and we'll open the eyes. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody.